Dream SMP. Okay, let's talk Dream SMP. I'll just be completely blunt. I don't think there'll be a season two. That's not a 100% thing. Obviously, that could change in Dream SMPs. There's been so many discussions about it, and there's a lot of people, and it's Dream SMP is, even though it's called Dream SMP, it's not just like a me thing. You know, there's a lot of people that are a part of it, and a lot of people that are contributing to and have contributed to it. And so there's kind of been this sitting thing, and I've discussed this in the Discord, and I've expressed my opinion on it, and I've expressed myself in the Discord as well, and other people have expressed themselves about it. I want to do what everyone wants to do, but at the same time, I don't want to do anything that doesn't feel like me. I mean, the Dream SMP was obviously originally started to just literally be me and my friends fucking around on an SMP. That's something that I don't think will, it's different now. Like there's a lot more to it with the Dream SMP, and the Dream SMP obviously was iconic and had so many awesome things to it. Realistically, there won't be a season two. If there is, it'd be different, and it won't be for a while if there was, but I think realistically there's not, so don't get your hopes up. And again, that's another thing where it was like, hey, you know, I'm sorry that that was something that was mentioned and was very like that's something with like false expectations. But the thing is that everything was done, everything was ready. I had everything was coded for the season two. All the like I have a whole document with all the new features, all the plans. We changed, we like came up with like the initial like story. We did etc. And then just like shit didn't happen. And then after time passed and stuff wasn't happening, and there was and it was like for the finales and stuff. Finales took a lot longer than expected, and there was some stuff that didn't ever come through with the finales. And then I honestly lost motivation. And one thing that I said whenever whenever we discussed it later on was like, definitely once it ended up kind of not happening, it was my fault. But the reason that it got to that point is because just nobody was as motivated and nobody was as into it, and for a long period of time, and everyone got busy and everyone had in real life stuff, and there was periods of time where I would message people and people wouldn't reply about doing stuff, and then there was periods of time where I got messaged about stuff and I wouldn't reply. There was a lot of whatever, but then there was like a multi-month time period where I was just sitting there like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should reboot. I don't know if we should do fresh stuff. And then of course techno, and obviously that complicates things, and our plan for a while, unfortunately before techno passed, was to do kind of a memory related thing, in order to have new relationships and new friendships and stuff. But then obviously that was something that Phil pointed out after we had already, like, something he didn't think about and then mentioned later on, was like, oh well, that kind of sucks because it's kind of, it'd be erasing stuff that techno's done and stuff. So that kind of affected the plans and maybe like, well, then I don't know what, we change what we do we whatever. I think that's kind of that. I think that, I mean, as far as I know, the server's just up, and it's been up, and anyone that's on and whitelisted can kind of do as they want, and it's not like it's getting shut down or anything. I know like Carl's talked about doing lore kind of outside of the SMP, but for his final stuff, and I think Quackity's talked about the same, because it's less like reliant on other people, I guess, to do things. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thought process on it. So I don't want to whatever. And again, I just want to go back to it. So I'm it like when we were all saying, oh, it's gonna happen, it like was. Everything was done, everything was ready, and then it wasn't just like a me thing, me being like, oh well, I guess we're not doing it. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and then obviously there was stuff that happened that complicated things, like publicly as well, with like some of the stuff that I'm sure you know what I'm referring to, that happened like right around when Dream SMP season 2 was kind of in the works and being finished. And so obviously that genuinely demotivated me a lot and made me like, all right, well, whatever. I don't care. I just want to hang with my friends and go back to my roots and do what's fun for me. And everyone that did reply whenever I kind of said that stuff fairly recently in the SMP, I said like probably a month ago or something, at this point, or a month and a half ago. Everyone that replied was very positive, and oh yeah, it sucks, we want to get back, we just want to be able to like play on SMP with our friends and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally fair, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the Dream SMP, like that's something that it can that can be anything. So I do plan on playing survival Minecraft and playing survival Minecraft with my friends soon, and probably doing it in a unique way. So I'm sure there'll be some stuff with that in terms of me content and Dream Team and everything. Yeah, there probably will be new stuff coming related to that. QSMP, I honestly I don't know anything about the QSMP. And knowing that I've asked around and talked to like friends and pretty much like a lot of people that I know, and nobody really knows anything. So I'm excited to know what's going on with it, or what it is. I don't know if I would be, even if I was invited, I don't know necessarily if I would be playing because of time constraints and other priorities and stuff. But I would love to have lots more interactions with the Spanish community, and if Quackity wants to involve me in any way, of course I'd love to partake. But no one really knows anything, as far as I know. No one that I know really knows anything, or no one that I've talked to. I talked to quite a few people, but we'll see. I think a lot of people are in the same boat as you guys, so I love the idea, obviously. And that was something that after Squidcraft happened, I was like, holy shit, that was so much fun. It was very reminiscent of like the old days and just messing around, and there was new people and new experiences and new games, and it was so much fun. So, and Quackity really should bridge the communities more, because there's a lot of cool people, and I'd love to make new friends, and I'd love for the communities to kind of intertwine Spanish and English, and I think that's cool. I'm doing, like I said, on my private, I'm working on a project as well that should be fairly soon. That's similar, that I started a bit ago. And it's not. I mean, when I said it's similar, it's like you'll know why I tweeted what I tweeted whenever you see it. But at the same time, it's not at all like, it's not. As far as I know, it's not at all like Quackity's thing. But it is like an SMP type thing. So yeah. Well, hey. The difference is the reason there's always kind of like this soon TM's been like a joke and stuff is a lot of times it's just like, well, we have ideas and we have all this stuff, and then like it's just hard. It's like harder to follow through when you have so much shit that you're doing. But now, like I said, I'm organized. I've hired people to help me with it as well, with everything. There's lots of stuff that is done. There's genuinely, I think that there's gonna be. I think I said this recently on a stream, but like there's gonna be some uploads on YouTube where it's like, I'm trying new things, and messing with stuff. There is a lot of shit coming, and me saying that is like, hey, look, there's been downtime, but now it'll be worth it. And the reason there was downtime very recently, like even though there's been so much shit being done this year, is just because we've became very like quality over quantity, and